friends, welcome back to Math Defined. In this video, we're going to practice adding rational numbers, and that means we'll be working with fractions, mixed numbers, and decimals. There's also a PDF worksheet that goes with this video, so you can follow along and work out each problem with me. You can find it at mathdefined.com. Before we jump in, let's keep the following steps in mind. First, look at the signs. Next, check the denominators if you have fractions. Then add and simplify. And finally, determine the sign. For each set of problems, I'll get you started, then you'll pause the video, work it out on your own, and then come back when you're done to check your answers. For these first two problems, you'll need to find each sum and write your answer in simplest form. Both of them include positive and negative rational numbers. So before you start adding, take a moment to look at the signs. For number 1, the denominators are already the same, but you'll need to think carefully about that mixed number. For number 2, the denominators are different, so you'll need to find a common denominator before adding. Remember, different signs mean subtract and keep the sign of the number with the greater absolute value. Pause the video and then come back to check your work. All right, let's check number 1. Negative 3 5/8 plus positive 7/8. The signs are different, so we subtract. But first, let's get rid of this mixed number by writing it as an improper fraction. Negative 29/8. Now we can subtract the numerators. 29 minus 7 is 22/8, which can be simplified to 2 3/4. The last step is to determine the sign. The absolute value of negative 29/8 is greater than 7/8, so the sign will be negative, negative 2 3/4. Now let's check number 2. Positive 19/20 plus negative 9/10. The signs are different, so again we'll subtract. But first, we need a common denominator, so let's use 20. We'll rewrite negative 9/10 as negative 18/20. Next, we'll subtract the numerators to get 1/20. To determine the sign, we look at the absolute values of the numbers. 19/20 is greater than the absolute value of negative 18/20, so the answer is positive 1/20. Let's keep going. All right, let's check number 3. Negative 14/3 plus positive 4 1/6. First, we'll rewrite 4 1/6 as an improper fraction, positive 25/6. Then we'll need to find a common denominator. Let's use 6. Negative 14/3 becomes negative 28/6. Since the signs are different, we'll subtract the numerators to get 3/6, which will simplify to 1/2. To determine the sign, we'll compare the absolute values. The absolute value of negative 28/6 is greater than 25/6, so the sign is negative 1/2. Now let's look at number 4. Positive 7/12 plus negative 4/6. We have different denominators, so let's take care of this first. We'll use 12 as the common denominator to get positive 7/12 plus negative 8/12. And the signs are different, so we'll subtract the numerators. 8 minus 7 is 1/12. The last step is to determine the sign. 7/12 is less than the absolute value of negative 8/12, so the answer is negative 1/12. Now let's add some decimal numbers. The steps are the same, but we don't have fractions, so we don't need to worry about any denominators. Go ahead, pause, and solve. Number 5 is negative 2 3/10 plus negative 1 5/10. The signs are the same, so we just add and keep the sign. Pretty easy. 2 3/10 plus 1 5/10 is 3 8/10. And since both the signs are negative, the answer is negative 3 8/10. Problem number 6 is positive 16 84/100 plus negative 11 606 thousandths. The signs are different, so we subtract and keep the sign of the number with the larger absolute value. Adding an extra 0 keeps the decimal numbers in line, and after subtracting, we get 5 and 234 thousandths. To determine the sign, we'll compare. 16 and 84 hundredths is greater than the absolute value of negative 11 and 606 thousandths. So the answer is positive 5 and 234 thousandths. Now let's practice adding more than just two rational numbers. For problems 7 and 8, look carefully at the signs before you start. Remember to follow order of operations and add the numbers from left to right. For number 7, we have positive 3 and 5 tenths plus negative 6 and 21 hundredths plus negative 5 and 5 tenths. Adding from left to right, positive 3.5 plus negative 6.21 is negative 2 and 71 hundredths. And then negative 2 and 71 hundredths plus negative 5 and 5 tenths is negative 8 and 21 hundredths. Moving on to problem number 8, following order of operations again, first we'll add negative 4 and 5 tenths to negative 8 and 37 hundredths to get negative 12 and 87 hundredths. Then we'll add negative 12 and 87 hundredths to positive 12 and 3 tenths to get a final answer of negative 0 and 57 hundredths. So, how are you doing so far with these problems? Have any of the signs tripped you up? Now, these next two problems are a little trickier, so take your time and pay attention to the signs as you work through them. All right, let's look at them. Problem number 9 has an integer, a mixed number, and a decimal number. Quite a combination. But we can make this problem easier by converting the mixed number 6 and 2/5 into the decimal number 6 and 4/10. Now it's just a matter of adding from left to right. Negative 4 plus positive 6 and 4/10 is positive 2 and 4/10. And then positive 2 and 4/10 plus negative 2 and 7/10 is negative 0 and 3/10. We can follow the same process for problem number 10. Let's convert all three of these mixed numbers into decimals. Following order of operations, we'll add the decimal numbers inside the grouping bracket first to get negative 4 and 1/10. Then adding positive 7 and 2/10 to negative 4 and 1/10 gives us positive 3 and 1/10. See, these problems weren't so tricky after all. Let's finish up this practice with some pizza. You eat 3/8 of a pizza. Your sister eats 1/4 of the pizza. What fraction of the total pizza did you both eat in all? Did this problem make you hungry for some pizza? Well, this is an addition problem, and we'll add together what you ate with what your sister ate. Of course, we'll need to find a common denominator because right now we have eighths and fourths. Let's rewrite 1/4 with a denominator of 8 to get 2/8. Now we add the numerators, 3 plus 2, which gives us 5/8. So together, you and your sister ate 5/8 of that pizza. Nice work today. As you continue practicing adding rational numbers, remember to slow down and use the steps. Look at the signs, check the denominators, add and simplify, then determine the sign. When you're ready, head on over to mathdefined.com to start your next lesson on subtracting integers. I'll see you soon, and until then, keep math awesome.